Reuters news agency. 1910s to quotes Russian media said, suspects in the murder of a senior Russian general, go up the hill, was taken to the crime scene in Moscow. Previous 1810s too. The Russian Federal Security Service confirmed, arrested the suspect. Man born 1995 and from Uzbekistan. He admitted planting and detonating the bomb, killed Bakhtirat in the Moscow capital. By order of the Ukrainian Security Service SBU, TASS news agency quoted the Russian Security Service as saying, the suspect was recruited by Ukrainian agents, promised to reward 100,000 United States dollars, the opportunity to settle in a country of the European Union. After performing the task, the Russian Investigative Committee said during the interrogation, the suspect admitted, I was given a homemade explosive device to carry out the attack on General Igor Kirillov. Between the Moscow capital, on 1710s too, this man went to Moscow and attached an explosive device to the motorcycle near the entrance to the building that you retire in. The suspect also had a camera tracking on a nearby car. Let the assassins remotely activate the explosive device when he retires leaving the building. Russian President Vladimir Putin said, this country attacked one Ukrainian military facilities with a new medium-range supersonic ballistic missile. It's called Organic. This is a response to work. Attack Russia with USATAGMS missiles and Stone Shadow, yours in the days before. According to Reuters news agency, 2211th Ukrainian Military Intelligence Service, it's called EDGWO for short, they made judgments about the power of the new missile launched by Russia, the flight time of the Russian missile. Since launch in the Astrakhan area, Russia until the touch in Dnipro city, Ukraine is 15 minutes. The missile is equipped with 6 warheads. Each warhead has 6 submunitions. The speed at the end of the road is on Max 11. That's over 13,500 kilometers per hour. GF Intelligence also claims that this weapon is likely to come from a dual missile system. Originally Ukraine, given that Russia has launched a ballistic missile across 6 ICBM sites. But American officials and the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, agrees with Putin's description that this is an IOP central ballistic missile. The range of IOP is from 1,000 to 5,000 kilometers, lower than ICBM. Isogrammic military expert told Izvestia that range of ORESIC can be at the highest of the medium range, about 3,000 to 5,000 kilometers before, according to AFP News. Putin claims the organic missile reaches max speed, 10 about 12,300 kilometers per hour, and can't be intercepted by modern air defense systems. Last week, rebel group 2, Taya Asim HTS Prize. They quickly took control of Syria's major cities, as Ali Muhammad, Homs and Sasha are 10 kilometers from Damascus, to overthrow the government of President Hafez Assad. 8:10 to HTS declared Syria has become a free country. The unrest has worried Arab countries. This led to a meeting between the Russian foreign ministers, Iran and Turkey in Qatar on October 7th for talks. The U.S. insists it will not intervene. Support is only when needed. Reuters sources said, Syrian government troops retreat en masse. Some crossed the border into Iraq. The Reuters news agency quoted a Syrian officer as saying, the Syrian Army General Staff announced, end of the U.S. government, asked the remaining soldiers to surrender. HTS committed to building a new Syria, with justice and peace. It also calls for the unity of the people. The celebrations took place in the Umayyad Square, in Damascus, after the rebels entered the capital. According to Russia's RT, Governor Alexander Kingston of Kuz, Russia says Ukrainian forces, they've launched an attack on the town of Green, in the Kuz region in 2010 too. 6 people were killed and 10 injured, officials said. The Ukrainian army used the rocket system. HIMARS made in USA. The attack has caused massive damage to civilian infrastructure all over Greentown, to damage a cultural house, a primary school, and housing in the Green College of Aviation. The attack also shattered windows in buildings, apartments, and affecting some houses, as well as vehicles. Kingston wrote on Telegram that what happened today was a great tragedy, and operations of emergency response agencies has been affected due to consecutive attacks from Ukrainian forces. Greentown, it is about 30 kilometers from the Ukrainian border. It has a population of about 15,000. Currently, the Ukrainian government has not spoken out about the attack. According to the news agency TASS 21/10/2, Russia's permanent representative to the United Nations, Cherish Neber, statement of Russia's reaction, the latest attack on Ukraine. I won't let them wait. While the Russian Investigative Committee investigating the attack, this is in the direction of terrorism. ESP News 19/10/2, a Jordancher 300 private jet. The plane crashed near San Fernando Airport in Iraq, Argentina, on October 18th. The pilot and co-pilot were killed. According to local media, the plane above, owned by the Shgrito family, president of the River Black Club, competing in the Argentine National Championships. The plane lost control on landing, skidding off the runway, and tried to accelerate to take off again, but crashed into a house causing a fire. The owner of this house is a 73-year-old man, was taken to the hospital. The other victims have not been confirmed. The witness said, the plane landed too far on the runway, couldn't brake in time and crashed out. Surveillance camera shows the plane crossed the runway before exploding. Create a large smoke. Scene image recorded. Most of the plane burned down. Only the nose and tail are intact. Some people near the scene were lucky to escape. Break down the wall to escape. Authorities are currently investigating the cause.